everybody. Welcome to my 70th podcast. I am so excited. I am actually streaming from Facebook, my YouTube channel, and I'm going to be doing my Spotify recording as well. So I'm just getting everything set up right now. My lighting in one of my softwares is really bad. So I'm going to try to change that lighting and make it a little bit brighter so people can see me. Yeah, it's not working so well, but it's okay. It's on YouTube. I'm sure they'll figure it out. But I'm going to go ahead and just wait a second or two, make sure everything's all set up, get some tea, and then start my podcast. I hope you all are having a great holiday season. I can't believe tomorrow is the last day of 2023. Blows my mind, but it is what it is. Going to be very exciting to see what 2024 has in store for all of us. And I just can't wait. But let me go ahead and get my Spotify going and get that started. 70th podcast underway. Welcome to another kick-ass episode of Cat Mindset. It is my 70th podcast. So excited. I can't believe it is soon to be December 31st. We're coming in at 11:30 almost right now Eastern time, and it is December 30th. 30 is my number. I was born on March 30th, so today is actually my 3/4 of my way towards 48. Pretty excited about that. A lot of people dread turning their next age. I am loving it. I am in the best shape of my life, mentally, physically, emotionally. It's just everything's just going my way. But it's only going my way because I changed my mindset. I changed how I saw things, how I felt about things, how I handled things, how I reacted, and I decided to love myself. That's the biggest thing that there is loving yourself. If you don't love yourself, then nothing is going to work out. You're going to be struggling and struggling and struggling just to make the day go by. But my podcast today is simply about making the wrong turn. So today, as I was going about doing my things I needed to take care of, I was making turns here and there, deciding to stop at different places that I didn't expect to stop at. And when I did, there was a sign there from the universe saying, this is exactly where I was supposed to be at this moment. So I walked into an appointment I had, and the person behind the counter says, "Oh my gosh, you're exactly who this person needs to see right now." And I was like, huh? And she's like, no, she's going through some terrible problems. She's having some problems with her soon to be ex husband, who's being very demanding, and she just needs to have some advice. Well, I informed her of some places in town that could help her, but then I also told her about my podcast and how she just needed to take a time to listen to it, listen to one of the episodes, making it her day one, not her one day. And then not even 20 seconds later, doesn't another girl walk in, and it ends up being my daughter's dealership for her car, not a dealer for drugs, but her dealer, the person that she bought her car from. So it was really cool to see her. I haven't seen her since May. So it's been a couple of months, and it was nice to say hi and chit chat for a minute. And then I went off and got my massage, poured into myself today. I'm not quite sure what's going on with my tongue, but it seems to be a little swollen. So I'm talking a little funnier than usual. I am not sick. I just have a swollen tongue. And I didn't even eat anything weird. Maybe it was the meatballs I made for dinner. I don't know. But all day today, I made sure to pay attention to everything that I was doing, waiting for signs, looking for signs, and being available to receive the signs that were being sent to me. It sounds really bizarre, wacky, crazy, voodoo, and all that stuff, but it's the truth. When you least expect it, something amazing is going to come along. And if your eyes are closed off and you're stuck in a room that doesn't serve you anymore, then you're going to miss out on something amazing and fantastic. And because of all the ways I went today and all the things that I did, I ran into people who either made an impact on my life or I made an impact on theirs. And it was just amazing to see them and to know that we have such power in how we react every single day. And the power that we have is amplified when we have a positive attitude. I also started a mindset transformation group that was sent to me back in the beginning of December, but I started it today. And I got to go online and I got to speak to a group and explain to them my situation and my story and how things are with my life and how this year has transformed me. And I had to do it in under 4 minutes. And it was fun. I wasn't talking fast. I got it all out. And I realized that it took time and it took effort. And above all, it took consistency. And that's what it takes for you to change your life. And it takes for you to change your mindset is consistency. Because if you're not consistent, then you're not working towards a goal. You may work for it one day, and the next day you're going to give it up, and then maybe you'll do it again next week, or then maybe a month or two will go by, and you haven't worked on it. I looked at my Pacer app today, which records how many times I've walked over 10,000 steps. Well, as of today, I've walked 341 days consistently. That could probably be why my mindset has changed, my health has changed, my attitude has changed. I was able to literally run today on a turf field playing soccer with my son for 1 hour and not get out of breath, not sweat. It was the most amazing feeling to not even think about breathing heavy or anything like that. And it's all from walking. And it was something that I decided to do consistently for myself. But you need to think about what you need to do consistently to change your mind. What kind of roads are you turning down where there's being signs sent to you from the universe saying you're doing something right and you're doing exactly what you should be doing and you are exactly where you need to be because this is where you're going to grow from. I mean, if you're in a room that isn't serving you, just like a plant that's in soil that may be full of toxic chemicals and it's not growing, are we going to leave the plant there and keep watering it and hoping it's going to work and grow? No, we're probably going to replant it somewhere else and then give it some sun and some water and watch it grow. Well, maybe you need to replant yourself somewhere else. Think about it. I mean, the only person that can change you is you. You're the only person that can do this. Not me, not a therapist, not your husband, not your wife, not your children, not your parents, not your doctor, not some medicine they may give you. None of those things can change you. Nope. The permanent fix is you working on you. It seems simple, but yet it's the most difficult thing that you will ever do. But it's the most rewarding thing that you will ever do. Because working on you is a gift that keeps giving day after day after day after day. It's amazing how my mind was so closed off to so many things. And until my life was shaken to the core, did my mind finally open. It took years after it was shaken over and over and over again before it finally really opened. It would open a little bit and then close, open a little bit and close. I wasn't consistent in working on myself until 2023. That is when I consistently decided to say, you know what? It's me. This is me, and this is what's going to happen, and this is how I'm going to take care of it, and I'm going to make myself a priority. If anyone has seen me lately, talked to me, saw me dancing or anything on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube or Facebook, you would know that my attitude has changed. And my attitude is contagious. I love it. I love that I can spread a good mindset to others. As I was sitting at the table today with my children having dinner and watching them all talk a lot, goof around. Like, it wasn't a silent dinner. It hasn't been a silent dinner since my ex moved out. Weird, right? So we removed something toxic from this house, and now this house is growing. It is flourishing. My kids are actually, thank God, they are actually opening up and becoming their true, authentic selves. It is amazing to watch them grow and thrive. And it has nothing to do with my ex, but everything to do with my ex. He is not the one that's helping them grow. By him leaving the situation, they feel like they're not under a microscope, that they feel comfortable. They feel comfortable with me, the one who yells at them and makes them do their laundry, the one who yells at them and makes them clean their room. Yeah, me. Military mom, but yet not military mom. If you would watch one of the dinners that we have here at home, these kids, I tell you, the 20 and 17-year-old, I have to routinely tell them, hey, guess what? They're 8 and 12. You can't talk like that in front of them. But no, you can't. I have to draw a line somewhere. My 8 and 12-year-old need to have some sort of innocence left, even though they had to grow up a lot sooner than I wanted them to because of their father. So when there's something toxic in your house, it is like putting a chokehold on everyone. And until that chokehold is released, nobody is able to be their true, authentic self. I have always been an outgoing person. I believe that my attitude and my personality was muffled by him. I was not able to talk to people. He wouldn't like that I would talk to people when we would go out. And as I look back, I'm like, for real? You didn't pay attention to me. We're at home. But when we're out, I can't talk to other people. That's bullshit. Simple bullshit. And that's whatever, that's on him. Like I said, things that happened in my relationship made me who I am today and made me have the ability to open up and to share my experiences with others to help motivate them to be a better version of themselves. So my question to you, it's almost 2024. We have 1 day left of this year, 1 day and 26 minutes. What are you going to do to change yourself? What are you going to do to change your situation? Are you going to sit inside that room and be choked out, stifled, not able to be your true authentic self, not to be able to step into your greatness? Or are you going to make a change and love yourself and lean into yourself and depend on yourself to make yourself happy, not anyone else? I have posts from 4 years ago that popped up on my memories today because I wanted to look at them. And it was me saying, why can't he pour into me? Why can't he pay attention to me? This was after I found out, it was 6 months after I found out the first time he was doing it. And like days after I found out the third time he was still doing it. But I needed to read that today to be like, you know what? I did the right thing. I 100% did the right thing. And it took me that long to realize it. And maybe it may take you that long to realize that you need to be somewhere else. Or you need to step out of that room with other people who are not bringing you joy and step into that other room down the hall that will bring you joy and peace. I, this year, got 2 tattoos. I've had 0 tattoos. And like I said, I'm 47 and 3/4. So I didn't have any tattoos this year. But the first one I got, the second one I got, inner peace. See that? I know it's imperfect, but guess what? Love is imperfect. and it takes time. My other one that I got this year, Manifest and Mindset in the year 23, and then all my kids chose the color that they wanted, and that's me. I wanted to do it for myself. I wanted to remember every single year until the day I die that in 2023, I made the change. I made the change for myself to make me a better me, to pour into myself for my kids, to make my cup overflow. And I want you to make your cup overflow. I want you to work on yourself. I want you to have your day one. I don't want it to be your one day. I want you to love yourself so hard and love yourself out of your trauma, out of your heartache, out of your pain. I know there was a time where I was buying things on Amazon like crazy to try to fill myself. No. I mean, I buy stuff on Amazon now too, but it was mostly for Christmas. I'm going to be taking a hiatus in January, but you have to do what serves you, not what serves your partner or your parents or your kids. You have to do what serves you because you're worth it. But like I said, as I was taking all those weird turns today, the people that I were running into made me know that 2023, I did it. I started working on myself consistently, and it was the best thing I can do. And I want you to have that feeling, you to have that satisfaction, you to know that you worked on you because you are worth it. And by doing it, it's going to be amazing. Moretta, I know 24, it's going to be an amazing year for you. John, too. I know it's going to be the best year ever. Because you know what? You're going to pour into yourself and you're going to make changes that you never thought you'd be able to make. You're going to be stronger than you ever knew. I know I am. And I know people are like, what? I'm like, seriously, I don't care what you think about me. I don't care that you don't like that I'm posting that my ex was an idiot. I don't care what you think about me, my family, my life, my attitude. That's just the kind of attitude that you need to get. You have to get the I don't give a crap because it's my life. You're not living it. You're not sleeping with it. No, you're not going to die with it. You're not, I've been with myself for 47 3/4 years. I have to say, for a lot of them, I wasn't putting myself first. A lot of them, I was trying to please others. Now I'm pleasing myself. Today, after dinner, my kids were all having dessert, and there's a song that I absolutely love, Despacito. It was a song that was popular when my daughter was in 8th grade. I remember it being played at her dance that I was chaperoning, and I remember going, what is this song? It's so cool. But I was like, you know? But now, God, I can't even think of how many years later. It's 9 years later, it comes on and I just start dancing. I put my camera down, I set record, and I just start dancing. My kids hate it. And you know what? I don't care because it's showing them that I am comfortable in my skin. I am comfortable with who I am. I am comfortable being an authentic self. Because you know what? Everything happens for a reason. That song came on. I didn't ask Alexa to play it. It came on. I started dancing. It was the best dance ever. I am so excited. I posted it everywhere. So if you haven't seen the dance, check out my Facebook stories. It's amazing. But yes, Moretta, I believe everything happens for a reason. I believe that his phone was left in the car that one day, so I would grab it and be seen what was going on right underneath my nose. I believe that the universe and God helped me stay composed for those 3 baseball games I needed to sit through while I knew that in my back pocket was his phone full of cheating messages. I know that the universe told me when I was driving to Ohio this week with my kids that I was exactly where I needed to be and that I needed to take a break and go spend time with my kids and pour into them even more. in different environment. I know that the universe has me here for a reason because I need to spread the word of self love. I need to spread the word of pouring into yourself and making yourself a priority because I did it. And if I can do it, you can do it. And if you can do it, others can do it. What I want you all to do is to take my podcast and share it with your friends. Share it on Facebook, Instagram, wherever. Just go ahead and just share it because I know others need to hear it. In 2024, I mean, if in 5 months my podcast could grow this much just by me talking and sharing it, I cannot imagine how much it can grow in 2024. I am looking forward to these big things that are going to be happening. There is one of the people that I listen to his podcasts, and I'm in a group with him right now that I am looking forward to being on his podcast. There's another one of my mentors who just gifted me something from his program that I have followed before in regards to simple workouts and stuff like that. And I'm looking forward to getting on his podcast this year as well and just being able to tell my story. And I was already recorded on a few other podcasts, which I know will be airing either at the tomorrow or the beginning of 2024 with my story to share for others to hear. Because the more people hear it, the more people understand that it is not just them. It's not just them. There's other people out there like them going through the same things. And there's other people out there who are saying, you can do it. Nobody told me I can do it. Nobody got in my face and said, do it for yourself. Make yourself a priority. Nobody said that. I went to therapy for a while, or counselor for a while, and I remember her saying, do something that you like. Well, okay. I like taking a bath, but that's not going to help me. If she would have said, pour into yourself, like make 15 minutes every single day about things that you love. Every day. Be consistent. Then maybe that would have made a change, but it was up to me to do this. It was up to me to start doing this in January. And the light bulb switch clicked and it just happened. But know that you are here listening to this podcast for a reason. There's a reason you're here. Maybe you need to go back and re-listen to it and see if there's something that resonates with you. But I hope that if the one thing that you get from this is that you're going to make some turns in your life, that you're not going to understand why you're going that way, but then you'll get a sign saying, hey, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. This is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing right now. This is how it's supposed to be going for me. And even if it's shitty right now, maybe it's meant to help me catapult to greatness. I mean, that's the only way I can think about it because there's already a path paved for us. We just don't know what it is. That's why every morning I wake up like a present because I don't know what's going to happen. But I have to tell you, the signs are always there. Always. Even when I was a kid, my favorite song when I was an early teenager was I Saw the Sign by Ace of Base. I hear that song often and I listen to the words and I'm like, holy crap. When I listened to it as a teenager, it was actually telling me about my future. Weird, right? But it was. If I listen to the words, it's saying, I'm happy now living without you. I am. I'm happy living without him. I do not regret my divorce. I do not regret grabbing that phone that day in June of 2019. I don't regret all the shit I went through because I went through it for a reason to make me stronger, to make me become a better version of myself, even though I had to go through shit to get through there. And maybe that's why you're in a place that you need to be in right now. Maybe it's there to make you stronger, to put you through that shit, to make you understand that you do have the ability, you do, to do things different. Isn't that amazing? Isn't it amazing that we can go through the biggest, hardest, deepest, shittiest time of our life and still come out the other end? Bruised, battered, shattered, put together differently, but better. Better in a different way, but better. But I wanted to thank you all very much for a fantastic 2023. This is my last podcast of the year. Yes, tomorrow is New Year's Eve, so I'm sure I'll probably have one on the 1st or 2nd. But thank you for all the love. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the shares and the comments and all the ratings. If you haven't had a chance to rate me on Spotify or Apple, there's 3 little dots in the upper corner. Just click on it and go down and it'll say rate show. That helps me out a lot to let me know what I'm doing right and if there's anything that maybe you would like to see more of or something that resonates with you. Or any kind of criticism, comments, whatever it is, everything's meant to happen for a reason. But I wanted again to say thank you all for an amazing 23. I hope that you guys all have a very safe and happy New Year's Eve. And just remember to keep working on yourself. Thank you again. And I hope you guys all have kick ass New Year's Eve. Until next time, bye.